Oh, you motherfuckers. You think you can do this to me? I'm the man up in this place. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I run shit here. I'ma burn this motherfucker down.
X Factor like Dez Bryant, my boy 88. Why dream light when you living like a heavyweight? This ain't a 1 week thing, we grind like every day. Drop this on Fizzle Friday, cause that's my favorite day. And I'm gonna do it my way, cause that's my favorite way. They tried to put me on the shelf like I'm layaway. Told me it ain't no way, so I made a way. Welcome to South Harmon, I'm glad you here today.
It's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees.
Yeah,
Ain't got no
Matty.
nigga ain't got
Hey, it's another Fizzle Friday, Finish Line Friday. I'm your Freaky Friday Fizzle Dollars, Matty Kiwoom. I'm joined by Big Mike. How you doing, Big Mike?
I can't get over. It's the worst impression I've ever heard.
I'm not good
in
at
my
impression.
entire life.
I'm not good at impression.
That
With the
was
glow
so
rider,
bad.
she made me all nervous.
It's so bad. Fizz is never gonna let us do this show again, ever, ever. That was the worst impression ever. That was terrible.
I'm not good at impressions, but I'm good at bringing vibes. The vibes were high. I
The
tried.
vibes were high, man. We opened with GloRilla. Fizz isn't here, obviously. Matty's here. He's getting his trial run. We're seeing if he's invited to the cookout. By the way, when I was informed that I'm invited to the cookout, that might have been the happiest day of my life. Not gonna lie. Like I screenshotted it. I screenshotted the comment. I printed it off. I laminated it. I sleep with it under my pillow. But Fizz isn't here. He's at a GloRilla concert, which is why we opened up with Glow, right? He's doing much better things. Much better things on a Friday night. I can't blame him. Matty, would you blame him either, man? Would you rather be here with us or seeing her?
Yo, I mean,
Yeah. Man just said, yo.
yeah. I mean, what am I supposed to say? What could I even say?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But we're here. We're holding it down on Fizzle Friday. No Fizzle. You got the exciting whites edition.
We came out hot. Michael was
came
quick
out
to
hot.
go 45 seconds in.
We did. It's off the rails already. I already got Jake in the building, the pregame crew. What's up, Jake? Let's go, whites.
You can't say that, Jake. That don't sound right.
This is going to be the first and the last.
We're going to cancel. South Harmon's going to be no more.
Fizz was in here at the pregame. You know, he's getting ready to go to the concert. My brother's from another color holding it down for me tonight. Yes, we will. Mission Intro. Hey, Jay, I got you. Mind meld. We did. We did. Fizz go nuts tonight. What's up, Jay? Are you El Gancito? 100%. In the Discord, that's the man. That's the best. What's up, DB? Man, look at this one. Terminal sarcasm. I was on with Alan yesterday doing RotoWire pod. By the way, our guy Alan, wild boy. Listen, when I go on RotoWire, I can't just say whatever the fuck I want. All right, I can't just let the F-bombs fly. I got to be respectful of another platform. When it's our own platform, I say whatever the fuck I want. So it has nothing to do with the Killer Blues, right? It's actually been requested that I do more shows without glasses on, so you can stare into the depths of my soul, the baby blues, terminal sarcasm. But you're good tonight. We back. We vibing. Who else we got in here? Shades crew. Let's go. Ain't got no Fizzle. No Fizzle ain't got me. Fizz in traffic. He's locked in. Let's go, man. And he met Shannon Sharp this morning. I saw that in the Discord. That was dope. He's got a picture with Shay Shay.
I saw that. It looked like his liquor. Does he sell liquor? Is that what was near him?
Yeah.
The whole
Shay Shay's got his own liquor brand.
Yeah. I mean, Schultzy this week, Fizz next week. I'd watch that episode, Fizzle, if you were on Club Shay Shay.
Definitely would.
Spilling the
Definitely
beans
would.
about the expo. I mean, what?
Come on, man. Fizz on Club Shay Shay. That's must-watch TV. Must-watch TV. All right, Matty, exciting white. Let's get to the topic of the day in the thumbnail. Fizz was so generous to put one from each of our neck of the woods, Iowa and Massachusetts, on the thumbnail. Couple of exciting whites in the NFL right now. Cooper DeJean. That's what I'm going with forever. And Drake Maye. Drizzy Drake Maye. Matty, what do you think about these two guys? Entered as rookies last year. Cooper, obviously, just Super Bowl legend. Super Bowl legend. Pick 6 on Patty Mahomes. And your boy Drake Maye holding it down up there in Boston. Boston. You know, he's going to be the savior. Is he going to bring that franchise back by himself? He's going to be the new Tom Brady.
Dude, you can't. That's sacrilege, dude. You can't dub someone
on.
like Brady. But what I will say about both of these gentlemen, and I know it's the topic of the show. I know it's, it's the finish line Friday. It's Fizzle Friday, but those are a couple exciting whites. A couple exciting whites are talking about a couple of 1-2 exciting whites.
All right, let's rank them right now. All right, for the NFL purposes.
Okay, all right.
Who's going to be our number one most exciting white at the quarterback position?
That's easy. That's the reigning MVP.
The reigning MVP, Josh Allen. Yeah, we can't really. The guy can throw a football over a mountain.
Yeah, and he runs dudes over. He's jumping over people. He just booed up, completely cuffed up Haley Seinfeld. I mean, exciting as hell.
Cooper DeJean definitely at the cookout already. He's definitely at the cookout already. All right, I got no qualms with Josh Allen. Right? There's a lot of good ones. How about a running back?
I mean, we have 2, right? 3 white running backs we could pick from.
We got to count them up.
And I got to be. Was any of them exciting? Dylan Lobb never got a chance.
No.
Will Shipley. It's got to be Will Shipley. Unfortunately, it's Will Shipley.
I mean, because we didn't get Chris McCaffrey this year.
What was exciting about him is his Achilles blew out.
That wasn't very exciting. That's like old people problems.
Yeah.
Oh, my legs.
It's never exciting. Legs don't work. Your number one dynasty asset is now like, oh fuck.
What's up, Voorhees? What's up? Yeah. I don't think you could be considered an exciting white currently in the NFL if your legs just give out on you. Right? That's not very exciting. That's Metamucil shit.
Yeah, he's out here in Rhode Island now. He has a house out in Rhode Island with his wife. I mean, he's docile white. He's not an exciting white.
Rhode Island sounds really white. It just really does. It's
brother,
like super
you
white.
Ain't lying.
Like Jesus.
You know.
It sounds like people who drink, tea with the pinky up. You know what I mean?
It's a little more Connecticut, I'd say, but
okay. A little more. I don't know the area, right? The Northeast is all the same to me. Maine, New Hampshire, Delaware, Connecticut, Vermont,
Delaware,
Rhode Island.
Close.
Where the hell is it? It's up there somewhere, ain't it?
Closer to Fizz. Isn't Delaware near Fizz? Like Virginia,
know.
Delaware, DC, isn't that kind of like the mid-Atlantic, I believe it's called?
Scattergo couldn't take the throne.
Yeah, he could. I mean, he could absolutely walk through that door.
All right. Well, since we don't have many exciting whites right now in the NFL at the running back position, the most exciting white running back of all time.
Oh, we already know. All right, can we play a game?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna count down to 3. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Then we're gonna say the name together.
Okay.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Mike, I'll stop.
Larry Zonka.
What? You never even watched Larry Zonka, bro. We're the same age.
I bet Larry Zonka, motherfucker.
Yeah, I bet Larry Zonka could throw down. I bet he could take a couple beers down.
Larry Zonka.
1 beer. What? 2 beers. What?
Terminal sarcasm's with you, man. Mine.
Yes.
Mine all stop.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Jesus, this is gonna be so bad. All right. What? Okay, Mike Allstott fits. Mike Allstott, but I'm going Larry Zonka, man. If my dad watched this show, he'd be impressed. He's a big Zonk fan. I bought a Larry Zonka jersey too, custom.
I mean, that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, had to. He's got to be something different when he goes down there and he watches Dolphins games in Florida, right? Everybody's got, a Tua or Tyreek or Dan Marino still.
Yep.
Not a lot of people are rocking that Larry Zonka jersey. Speaking
of Dan Marino, Michael, did you see your boy's Twitter post today on X?
Is it the guy that I have muted?
Possibly. Michael Penix, Dan Marino, two peas in a pod.
The guy who's Aaron Rodgers' third string backup?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
That guy? Kurt Benkert? Oh, so he's comparing him to Dan Marino. No, I didn't see it. Is that what he was doing?
No, he didn't. There was no typed words. It was just the two pictures together. I put it in the Discord.
Oh, I'll pull that up right now.
It's in
This is terrible.
The Discord. The Discord that you have to join if you want to be part of,
That's true. I had a busy day. It was Friday. I got to prepare to like carry the show without Fizz. Not that I didn't have faith. You'll definitely help me along. But we're filling you out. We're filling you out, Matty.
It's a tryout. So wait, let me ask this though. In the Friday night gang, is this like the interview or is this the jump in?
Ooh.
Like where am I at?
Look, I'm not allowed to like determine that. I would say this is the interview process.
Okay, so I still gotta get jumped in by both. Wasn't Wednesday night? No, it's not. Wednesday night and Friday night, two different beasts, right? I mean,
two different ones, two different animals. It's a different vibe.
I think it's like the minor leagues of this. I don't know.
Different vibe, Matty. Different vibe. Yeah, he did. He did compare him. Well, not compare him, but throw the Dan Marino picture up there.
The lukewarm take. Like he is the king of the lukewarm take.
Goddamn.
If you know, you know. I didn't say it, but I'm saying it.
Props to him for the engagement farming. I appreciate him. Like, he's putting effort in.
More than that in me.
Yeah,
honestly,
I can't stomach it though. I can't stomach that. Who is that big white running back for the Browns? Peyton Hillis.
Baby.
Come on. John Riggins would have been a good one. Played drunk every game.
Yeah, Higgins had his problems.
Did Riggins really play drunk every game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he did.
Oh my God, when I read this, I read it as Tim Riggins from Friday Night Lights, the show.
John Riggins. Washington.
I didn't even think about the actual NFL player. I always thought he was talking about Tim Riggins from the hit show Friday Night Lights. And I was like, yeah, he get drunk almost every episode. It makes sense, I guess.
He wasn't a very exciting white though. Like he had that real I think it might just be that actor's Taylor Kitsch's personality, the guy who played Tim Riggins, because he kind of has the same personality in every fucking thing he plays in. Everything.
Yeah. Did you watch his newest shit that he was in, the American Primeval?
No,
brother.
What's that about?
It's like the Life on the Frontier. It's a mini series. I think it was like 4 or 5 episodes, hour a piece. Brutal. So much. It's a good show. It hooked me. There's good acting in it. But Tim Riggins is the main guy, and I didn't realize it at first. So it was all like beat up and shit. But it was good, really good.
Speaking of shows, I'm trying to get all caught up now on season 3 of Reacher. Alan Richman.
Yeah.
It's so weird seeing him play that role. I mean, because he's a big guy in real life, anyways. But like he's such a badass in that one. And watching Blue Mountain State for all those years, where he plays Thad Castle, just fucking unhinged.
Oh my God, dude!
Who stole my pocket pussy?
I always remember the scene when he opens the running back's door. I think it's the running back. He grabs the condom and he's like, "This ain't happening." He's like, "What are you doing?" He puts water in it and it just
just all over the place. Like he knew all the secrets. Yeah. John Riggins, though. All right, John Riggins. That was another name I was going to throw out, right? I didn't know he played drunk every game, though. That's something.
There's no way. Maybe he just had CTE.
What do you mean there's no way? Back in the day, there was no rules. Who's that Yankees pitcher who threw a perfect game on acid?
He had the Pirates, Doc Gooden, baby.
Yeah,
but
come
baseball,
on.
You're not getting the shit kicked out of you. How do you not throw up if you're playing football drunk? I can't even race my buddies down the street if I'm too drunk.
Nobody's saying that he got completely sauced, like he's just blitzed out of his mind. Maybe he's just got a nice buzz, where you're feeling good and you think you're the best dancer. Like we get in those. Hit me.
That is it.
Hit me. You're praying for somebody to hit you. Get that aggression out of you.
Like a couple shots in.
Yeah, like 2, 3 in there. I mean, he was a bigger guy, so he might have had like 4 or 5. See?
Yeah.
There's a documentary about.
Dude, it's a must watch. It's must watch. Yeah.
Let's check that one out, man.
Interesting.
All right, white receivers right now in the league. Exciting white.
Right now in the league?
Yeah, right now.
Okay, let's tighten this up. The most exciting.
We had to go all time for running backs because none of them were exciting.
Yeah, well, so Ladd was probably the most exciting, right? Because Cooper Kupp wasn't all that good.
No, he's kind of poopy.
LMC didn't do anything.
No.
It's
Ricky
gotta
Pearsall.
be.
There's my answer.
Well, he was excited because he got shot.
He got shot, and then he dominated at the end of the year. What else do you want?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty. I'd say it's pretty exciting. I would say it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. I mean, he's
in the first round. That's a leg up on Lad.
He's one of the only like white dudes playing wide receiver that can run out to many men. You know?
What a
You like that?
fan, dude. Would you ever play any other song when
Checkmate.
you walked in a room?
No.
Ever?
I'd have that set as my ringtone. And I'd pray people, like the spam numbers, call me all the time. You know what I mean? Like trying to extend my car's warranty.
Someone
Talk to me
tries to
about
check you, but you got the ultimate trump card. You're like, oh, what are you playing that? You playing that song? He's like, brother, shot in the shoulder, came back from it, dominated. What do you want from me?
Can't fuck with me.
I mean, Brian Robinson will always have that video.
Yes.
That is one of the coldest videos to ever surface. Ever.
Definitely. And Jay says, this is you having to prove yourself, Matty. So.
Okay. So I'm still going to get jumped in. God damn it, man.
Funny story about this one, Terminal Sarcasm. I would love nothing more as the alcoholic degenerate I am to be drinking that. I'd love that to be vodka right now. I'd kill. I drank Wednesday night on the AMA, and I went light. I went light because I wanted to see how it is. But on this medication I'm in now, I see why they're talking about using it for alcoholics, because it was by far and away the worst feeling afterwards, drinking alcohol. My stomach was in just shambles, and I drank far less than I ever normally do. And the next day, the hangover was something fierce. I had the worst fucking headache I ever had. Didn't sleep worth shit. It was like, okay, need to reevaluate my choices. Now maybe Friday nights is the only one because I can deal with a Saturday hangover. Wednesday night AMAs might be off limits for me here to eternity, right? Yeah, that new shot, that don't fuck around. But it's look at me, I'm slimming down, looking good.
Snack, brother.
That way, when Fizzles open up for GloRilla next year, and he gets me them backstage passes, I'll be nice and fit, and I'll be able to shoot my shot. You know what I mean? Shoot from the parking lot. I'll be like Nick Young.
Isn't that her song too?
Oh, she might have one.
They say shoot or shoot.
See?
I'm looking at you. That's her, right?
Yeah. I could hit her with that line. That's a
Well,
riz.
you'd be a year late, though. Actually, would that be back? That might come full circle.
We might. Taking it old school.
Dude, I'm on the path to getting jacked, bro. So I could be Fizz's security team, head of security at GloRilla, opening for GloRilla. You know what I mean? I'll have these glasses on. Just, keep it moving.
You kind of do look like a bouncer. Not gonna lie.
All right, I can handle the front door. I shave my head, so it's like,
Not gonna lie.
keep it moving. Fizz ain't signing no autographs. Get out of here.
As of right now, I'm off the sauce until I figure out how to manage it properly. Right? I don't want to be a giant pile of shit or feel like a giant. I am a giant pile of shit, but I don't want to feel like one. All right?
And this new medication is to stop you from being a giant pile of shit.
1,000%.
You can't do it. You can't feel like it when you're trying to get off. Yeah.
All right.
I do like this though. Like, I like how you stayed in the game. Quitters never quit, right? It was never a, but maybe I don't need it. Most people would be like, yeah, I don't need it. You're like, I'll be back, boys. I will defeat this. I'll figure it out.
I'll beat this curse. Here, on a side note, though, I'm hoping, right? So it has that effect with alcohol, right? A pretty bad reaction to it. If I find out it doesn't have that effect on edibles, your boy's just going to be fucking blitzed out of his mind on some gummies every goddamn night.
Fuck yes.
To the point where if I get injured at work, I'm just going to sew that shit back on. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we good.
Don't worry, I'm numb.
I'm fine. We're good. All right. Well, speaking of exciting white wide receivers, he wasn't exciting last year, but before we came on, Cooper Kupp signed with the Seahawks. Matty, NFL question. What the fuck is Seattle doing?
This is a ceremonious. He's going home. They can put him on the posters.
Home.
They can play the song. Well, can you play those songs anymore?
Oh, I can play anything on here. It's just a matter of how much YouTube wants to copyright strike this channel.
P. Diddy out here. You can't be playing P. Diddy. That's risky.
Oh, yeah.
That's
True.
risky now. No Diddy, like, which sucks. Can I just say one thing about Diddy? I'm not going to get too crazy about Diddy, but I Need a Girl was
Speaking of
the
that,
jam back in the day.
we got
Shake
a
your tail
sounder.
feathers, jam. And I can't.
We got a sounder for it. Shout out to Fizz. I Need a Girl was that was a good one, man. It was a good one.
Part 1, part 2, both awesome.
Can I let me ask you? This is a personal question. We could do whatever the fuck we want on this show, right? Fizz can't stop me.
He's not even here.
Can't stop me.
Substitute teacher day, baby.
It's substitute teacher day. Let me ask you though, like a more philosophical question. Okay, right? Obviously, I don't agree or side with any of the allegations that have gone on with P. Diddy and that, right? But I can still appreciate his music, correct? Can I just go ahead and put that into like the same bucket as Michael Jackson
And R. Kelly.
and R. Kelly? Yes.
Yeah,
Like
because you're not going to stop me from I Believe I Can Fly. Like, what are you doing?
Oh no.
Well, the world's greatest?
No.
Oh, my God. Wait. Okay. So we're going to...
Or the best hit from R. Kelly, I Want to Piss on You.
Oh, well, I mean, drip, drip, drip.
I want to pee on you.
It's on you. It's on you.
Yes.
Dude, that's the GOAT sketch show of all time.
Yeah.
Chappelle show is the best. Best show of all time. I mean, the first ever episode was Clayton Bigsby. Just throwing 100 miles an hour at the gate.
I honestly, I mean, we say this with a lot of stuff. Could not get away with that today.
Oh, no.
The outrage would be ridiculous.
No. Two of my favorite comedic shows started off with an episode that would have them chased out of Hollywood like that. The Chappelle Show and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. T-Rock, I know you know what I'm talking about. That first episode of all time of It's Always Sunny. They could never do anything like that again this episode, this year, or right now, 2025.
Yeah.
No way.
I don't know. I have this stance where I can think you are a shitty human being and what you did was shitty, but also appreciate your work, your artistry, or kind of the same philosophy I have with NFL players, playing fantasy. Like the allegations come out against DeJean Watson, and I go, yeah, that's some pretty fucking horrible shit, but I still want him on my fantasy team. You know what I mean? I could separate the two. I don't know if that makes me a piece of shit or, like people say, enabler. But I also think maybe you're just a terrible fucking human being. But I do enjoy the fact you score me fantasy points. And kind of the same thing with Diddy or R. Kelly or, whoever else. Michael Jackson, name somebody else, right? Like, Jesus. And it's not even a color thing. Like, look at some of those fucking 80s rock bands, like the 90s guys. Like some of the shit Motley Crue got into is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it's human. Yeah. But I appreciate your work. Like, your music's awesome. Your music's awesome. You're a terrible human.
And karma comes for those guys, I mean.
Yeah. There you go. Tyreek Hill's another one.
Yep.
All right. So back to the subject of Cooper Kupp and Seahawks.
Right.
Just what the fuck are we doing? I know you said it's like a feel-good story signing. What they give him? 3 years, $45 million?
Is that? I didn't see the numbers. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I thought it was 3 year, 45.
What's guaranteed on that?
I don't know. That's the big number.
This year, 20-something million.
That's the big number. I don't understand what they're doing as a whole, right? Like when they traded away Geno and then they traded away DK, and you go, okay, they really are rebuilding. Like they're going to try to build this back up. And then they replaced Geno with Sam Darnold for similar money.
Yeah.
Who's worse. And then they replaced DK with Cooper Kupp and give him a fair amount of money. And two, you signed Cooper Kupp, who plays primarily out of the slot, almost exclusively, and that's where your best offensive player right now in JSN plays out of. Huh? Like this really feels like that one guy in your fantasy league. It's like, what are you doing? Why you got 6 tight ends on your team. Yeah, you already had Trey McBride. Why'd you go get Sam Laporta and Brock Bowers too? And
Why did you get Ingram at the end? What's the point?
Yeah, why you getting all these tight ends? Like I don't understand what the fuck they're doing, Matty. Like this is gonna be the most exciting 6 and 11 team ever. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you're not. That's a good point, and there's really no way to defend them. I mean, you can't defend the Seahawks and how they game plan it. Schematically. Maybe they feel confident pushing JSN to be a hybrid.
I said that in this stone cold voice from the longest yard too. Like when I read that out loud.
The white man runs a football.
This is gonna be a dumpster fire of shit. It just whatever. Everybody's getting fired. Just everybody, top down. Just fire the whole fucking thing. Yeah, they had a decent offense last year. It was really decent.
Right.
It was really decent. And they fired Ryan Grubb. Like, oh, you didn't run the ball enough. Okay. Like, he put you in playoff contention. What the fuck else do you want? Like, the offense was good. Shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Let him cook.
With a shit offensive line, too. Shit.
A terrible offensive line. Maybe that's why he didn't run the football, because he's like, we can't.
Yeah.
We can't.
And Kenneth Walker was hurt pretty much all year long, like off and on.
Yeah.
Zach Charbonnet is best used, like, in space.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This feels like a really dysfunctional organization. And are we going to get, speaking of wide receivers, are we going to get T. Higgins and Jamar Chase signed, like long-term deals? They teased that it was getting close, but I want to see it. Stop fucking around. You paid Mike Gesicki and Samaje Perine. You're bringing in shitters left and right. Pay these fucking guys.
They have to do it because they keep teasing it. Like, imagine being Jamar Chase and T. Higgins being like, okay, let's sign these deals, baby. And then they're just like, you know what? Nah, he ain't getting these. He ain't getting this bag. Sorry.
We ain't doing it.
Go hit the market.
Nah, we good. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Matty, how about exciting white tight ends? Who we got?
Oh, it's got to be Gronkowski, baby.
Yeah.
Gronk is he's just a wild boy throwing dudes out the club, the Gronk spike, winning Super Bowls, the Gronk bus.
I got one more for you.
Shoot.
Real strong contender. Could be the trump card.
Shoot.
G-Reg.
He has that song, but that's it, though. The song might be enough, though.
It might be enough.
G-Reg.
What you do? Get head.
Dude, that might be enough. That might be enough.
G-Reg from the 7th floor.
Shockey was fun.
Shockey
in
was
like
fun.
A Kid Rock kind of way.
Yeah, like a psychopath.
Yeah. Dude, one of my teams is called Matty and the 7th Floor Crew, one of my fantasy football teams.
Do you get any of the stuff that they talked about?
No, I'm married, of course. Yeah.
No, I'm married.
There's no 7th floor.
No.
There's no 7th floor, bro. There's only a couple floors.
I'm like ranch style. Real vanilla.
Yeah, it's just, what are we doing here? This ain't no 7th floor. We're not in a hotel here.
What are we doing here?
We ain't playing hide and go get it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing none of that.
This ain't Chingy at the Holiday Inn, you know.
What are we doing? I love that song, honestly.
Dude, I wonder how much like free promotion Holiday Inn got. You know what I mean? Like if they saw their business spike.
Yeah. And they also had the fire commercials. I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Those commercials slapped.
They had great ones. They had great commercials. But I truly wonder if you could put a financial number on how much Chingy made Holiday Inn.
I would imagine like there were a few years where like CEOs had to refer to his name in a very serious board meeting. Be like, sir, Chingy have our points up 2.5% this quarter. We're projecting that Chingy, if he does go platinum, we could see up to 5% in quarter 2.
Come on. You know that white guy that was saying that had no idea how to pronounce that name either. Changy? Changy? Is this guy Asian? No. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Sir, you can't
Please
say
send
that.
flowers to Mr. Chingy.
Please.
Thank him for his services.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go to the defensive side of the ball. White defensive ends. The exciting white.
Crosby. It's got to be Crosby, right? He's pretty fucking exciting. The tattoos, the podcast, the chains, the shit talk.
TJ Watt.
Do you have another candidate though? I'm trying to think. I think he's the best, the most exciting.
If I got to go with current, yeah, it's going to be
Right.
Max Crosby for me. Max Crosby. If we go all time, want to talk all time?
Yeah, let's talk all time because I have an all timer too.
Go for it. I want to hear it. Who's your all timer?
Jared Allen.
Okay, fuck, we're on the same page. Cheers. Yeah, Jared.
Yeah, I
Jared
mean,
Allen.
if you played backyard football and didn't sack your buddy,
Yeah,
you weren't doing it, of course.
Jared Allen. All right.
I do have one consolation. Well, we'll get there.
No, consolation. Give me a consolation.
No, I realized he plays a totally different position,
Okay.
and we're gonna get to that position.
Linebacker.
I see. Okay, so two come to
tough one.
mind.
Okay.
Two come to mind for very different reasons, but I'm gonna go with. I don't think I'm gonna go Bill Romanowski.
That's your all time? You got a current?
A current. I mean, are any linebackers exciting nowadays? Matt Milano. Let's go with Matt Milano. He
Okay,
hits
Matt
hard.
Milano's
He's always
fine.
hurting himself. He talks
Milano's
shit.
fine. I was going to go with Robert Spillane as my current.
Oh, the Pats now? Yep.
Because
That's a good
he's
one.
got the swag level on point. Like, I'm a very good, or very observant swag on the field.
For
right?
sure. You get
How you
the
carry
helmet.
yourself? You put a fucking dark visor as a white linebacker. Like, you're my guy.
But he's also the jersey, the Raiders jersey. I hope he can maintain it in the Pats because the Raiders looks badass.
It fit. All time Romanowski's a good one. That dude's nuts. Like, literally nuts. And
Nuts.
when we want to talk about, shady stuff, that guy's probably a piece of shit too.
I feel like
it's
he
what-
probably said some things that he regrets
what it is.
to this day. I would
Can
say.
I give one that didn't really have a great NFL career? But you want
Yes.
to talk about exciting white linebacker?
Yes.
The boss?
That was when I said I'm in between two. It was him, but he didn't play a lot,
Yeah.
and he got trucked.
Still going with him though.
But man, he was
boss.
exciting. The haircut and his aesthetic is back.
Yeah. I'd like to put Lou Kuechly in there and give our guy Jake, a little, hey, love. But he wasn't exciting.
No, he's just really good.
He just did his job very
Yeah,
well.
he was like ultimate lunch pail guy,
He just came to work. He's a real scrappy player,
gym rat.
real coach's son. A first in, last out kind of guy.
First in that, yeah. Sneaky speed.
Sneaky athletic. Real cerebral.
Can will his way to the ball.
Oh, fuck. That's a good one, DB.
Brian Cushing is a great one
That is a
because he was nuts.
hustle player. A lot of grit.
Grit.
I just love using. We can't really say it. Well, I guess we could because the linebacker is like the quarterback of the defense. He had a lot of moxie.
He had moxie. Yep.
No one really knows what the fuck moxie is, by the way.
No, because moxie is winning.
Moxie.
That's what it is.
DB loves Spillane. I love it. All right. Now to the stars of the show. White corners.
Cooper DeJean, all time.
All time?
All
Already?
time, I mean, yeah, everyone else didn't have to cover the forward pass the last time there was white corners.
Oh, come on, man. Don't do Jason Sehorn like that.
Yeah, but he was. I mean, you want to talk about lunch pail guy?
He was real scrappy.
He was peanut butter sandwich every day at lunch type lunch pail guy.
Yeah. Cooper DeJean just stepped in year one. It was like, we're
Cool
back.
haircut, super athlete, like can dunk.
Yes. Ridiculous athlete.
Free sport
Ball
athlete,
knower.
track athlete, ball
Yeah.
knower.
He could do it all. I
Yeah.
bet that guy would be good at golf too. He just feels like one of those kind of players where you just give him a sport. And he's like, I'll fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
I got it. I'll be good at it. Wouldn't be bad. Yeah, Cooper DeJean. I like that. See, the boss. Big bad Brian Bosworth. We got any white safeties currently?
Harrison Smith, but he's kind of exciting.
He's getting long in the tooth.
Your boy Reed
Blankenship.
He's not exciting, but he's good player.
The one thing I will say about Reed, I did watch him hit the quan on an end zone celebration. So
he had rhythm?
Yeah, he had some rhythm, man. He hit a nice quan.
Hitting the quan's not easy.
No, it is not. Rest in peace, big homie Quan, by the way.
Yeah, right.
But he hit it, and it was good. It was good.
That's pretty good. That might propel you up there for current. Because you have Cole Bishop from Buffalo, but he ain't even really play enough to be exciting.
You got an all-timer?
I have a favorite.
I don't know
if he's all-time exciting.
Yeah, exciting.
I'll make it, yeah. I mean, I'm going to go with it. I'll go John Lynch.
Yep, that's what Jake was going with. That's what I was going with. Honorable mention to Pat Tillman as well.
Pat Tillman was super exciting. Of course, off the field, things got very...
Yeah.
Exciting is not the word, but, the
that wasn't...
headlines, the big headlines.
Yeah.
He was very exciting on the field.
Yes, he was. Good
Monster.
ball player. Another one I'll give out there, didn't have a great NFL career. I honestly didn't, but I loved the shit out of him when he was in college. Adam Archuleta. Remember that guy?
Archuleta, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Archuleta. And you know who I loved? Here's another one. I think it was Tommy Zabrowski. Safety, played for Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah.
In the offseason, and he used to fuck dudes up.
Zibikowski, right?
Zibikowski.
Is it right? Tommy
Zibikowski, I think.
Yep. Man, he looked old as shit. We are getting old as fuck.
Dude,
today's picture is so fucking bad. No hair. He looks like he's wearing New Balance.
Mm-hmm.
He could definitely mow the shit out of some grass. Yeah, that was a good one, though.
I got one more, too. I don't know if it was exciting. Maybe you can make the call if he makes it into the pantheon of exciting whites, or if he just had swag. Eric Weddle.
Eric Weddle would be up there, yes.
Right?
Give me
he had
some
the
Eric
beard.
Weddle.
He was a good player. High IQ guy. Coach's son,
Tragically passed CTE related. Took his own life, but Iowa legend Tyler Sash. New York Giants safety there for a while in the NFL. Yep. I like T-Sash, man. T-Sash is definitely up there. Yeah, Jay, we can
long
plug
hair,
free safety.
the long blonde hair on the Colts.
Long blonde hair on the Colts.
He went to Boston College. That's the only reason why I remember him.
You got me, man.
I'm gonna look it up.
My Google search history is just so great. White safeties.
Like this guy Mike's a real racist. He doesn't care about any other player but the whites.
He doesn't.
What is his infatuation with the whites?
Google needs to work on their AI too. You know how they started putting the AI generated response up at the top before the search results?
Yep.
Here's some notable white safeties in NFL history. Emian Tunnel, which may be white. I have no idea. I don't know who he is. Ken Houston. That sounds white. And then they go Ronnie Lott. I go, that's wrong.
So did AI just assume by the name?
I guess that, we don't know any black dudes named Ronnie.
Did Google AI just go, huh? And they're like, Ronnie Lott, he's not white, huh? Oh, really?
Ronnie Lott.
All the probabilities I ran would have said otherwise.
I like too how it's we've heard stuff in the past. Do you remember when a certain old school NFL analyst said Lamar Jackson should play wide receiver, right? Do you remember who that was?
That was I'm drawing blank on the name. Not Cow. Is it not Coward? Yeah, Coward.
No. Gil Brandt.
Oh no! Why would I think it was that? I thought it was one of the big ones.
So I asked just Google what white safeties are, best white safeties in NFL history. Give me a list or whatever. I scrolled down, the third one is Gil Brandt's greatest NFL safeties of all time. And after his, Lamar Jackson thing, I go, oh, imagine that. Imagine that. Huh. Wouldn't you know? Yeah. That's what I'm going with.
I can't find this shit.
We got any other notable, exciting whites that you can think of, NFL-wise? Then we're going to go the best from other sports.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
In football itself, there's a lot of exciting white fullbacks. Like, remember Corey Schlesinger?
Oh, that's a great name.
And he just, all the busted face masks.
Help me with this one. Chat,
Yep.
help me with this one. Let's go back in time. West Virginia. They had that white running back / fullback. And this was like when West Virginia was cooking with Pat White and Steve Slayton and the boys.
Slayton, yeah.
You remember he's got the picture of him like with his fucking head all busted,
do.
bleeding all over the place. Owen something. I think he played on the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken. Damn.
Oh my.
Come on.
Chat,
That's
help
gonna
us
kill
out.
me.
Look it up. We can't go. We gotta know this.
I lose it. Owen Schmidt. He had the Mohawk.
Yep.
Owen Schmidt.
Yep.
Moose Johnston. Moose Johnston.
J.
We got
Ushek,
some-
first H-back for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Super Bowl winner.
We
There's
had
a lot
some
of
good
exciting
ones.
white quarterbacks, I'd say, though, throughout the aisles of time. I mean, like
Gardner
Broadway
Minshew.
Joe, exciting. Gardner Minshew, exciting. Joe Burrow. Is Joe Burrow exciting, though? Or is he just swagged out?
He just swagged out.
He just
Yeah, other than
swagged
his hair choice last year. All right, the Eminem look was not good.
Well, because he's rich now. He's just off with the rich people. They're weird when they get rich. You have to be weird.
Yeah, don't do that.
No one wants to be cool anymore. Everyone wants to be weird.
That was terrible. Terrible.
Wear like weird clothes and look
Take away
shocking instead of just cool.
We'll take away your cookout card. You don't get it no more if you show up with peroxide haired. Looking like Eminem from 1998. Don't do that. All right, Matty. NBA. Most exciting
hell.
white of all time.
Oh, hell yeah. So
It's only
For
one
me-
acceptable answer, by the way.
I'm biased, but I don't care. It was always watching. I never saw him play live, but the highlights, the documentaries, he was always exciting. The tall tales that you would hear. I'm gonna go with my boy Dynasty Noob. It's Larry Legend.
No.
Don't even say
Acceptable
white
for
chocolate.
you, but no. You don't get a nickname like White Chocolate without being the most exciting white of all time.
He was very exciting. He was. He did, and everyone tried to do the passes in the yard.
And you
Everyone
couldn't.
did.
And he couldn't.
No one could.
You couldn't.
He was like the only. He was the only guy in the NBA.
Yep.
Whose clips would then be on the N1 mixtapes. Like just
You know
cut
what?
it.
He reminds me the ball handling, the style, the swag that he had. He's like Kyrie Irving, but 20 years ago, and like just swagged out. No, he's not a scorer like Kyrie. Like he wanted
Right.
to pass,
Yeah.
but you know how like when Kyrie moves with the ball, and he shakes somebody, and he jukes them out. It's like and one live and in person, but effective. That was
Yes.
J. Will back in the day.
Yes. The passes, like everyone did the no look spin pass and just threw it out of bounds because they were not as good as.
You know how many times I tried to perfect the elbow? The behind the
Dude,
back
I
elbow
still
one
can't to
that
this
he had.
day. Well, it's because I'm fat. I could never.
No, I couldn't get my fat ass hard back there.
It was just.
My C cups get in the way. They won't stretch.
But when
No,
I'm freaking
and-
jacked, I'll do it.
And that's the C cups in the back too. The back titties.
Double titties.
Double tittied up, man.
Titties so nice, God gave it to you twice.
Drazen Petrovic. Man, if we're gonna go Europeans, how about some Hito Turkoglu?
Hedo Turkle was exciting. It was exciting. Freaking Sabonis' dad.
Arvidas.
Just ripping butts. Not giving
Yeah.
a fuck.
He just doesn't give a shit. He was the original Jokic. That's what he was.
Yeah.
Before Jokic was Sabonis. Literally.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Pejo Stojakovic. Just downtown.
Just dead red shooter.
Chandler
Would've
Parsons.
thrived right now. Chandler Parsons. He was good in college.
He had some moments. He got a big. I think he got a max contract in the NBA. if
He
I'm not
did. He was
mistaken.
like one of the first. Like, what the fuck are they doing
Oh.
with the max contract?
Oh, Rick Smits.
The Dunking Dutchman, baby. Hell yeah.
Luka.
The Barrys. John Barry,
Luka.
Rick Barry.
Dirk. Steve Nash.
Steve Nash was very exciting. Canadian fella.
Jason Kidd.
Very nice. I don't think is Jason Kidd white? I don't think he's white.
Yes.
I don't think Jason Kidd's exciting white.
You don't think so?
I don't think he's full white. I don't think we could claim him.
we
I
don't
think we'd
get
have to draft him like in the Dave
like-
Chappelle sketch.
the racial draft.
We are the black delegation. We select Eminem.
Now hold on a goddamn minute there, Rondell. Don't try to hustle me.
For shizzle.
We, the black delegation, request Eminem. Oh, what a good skit. What a good skit.
Bill Burr was in that, by the way.
It's JJ. All right. He's Jason Kidd's one of the God.
We got Jason?
No, we don't get Jason.
Oh, we don't get See, I knew it.
We got
I
to
knew
trade.
we'd get Jason.
We got to trade. We have to make a
They can
trade.
have him. They can have him.
No, I want J Kidd.
You want Jake Kidd? Chris Mullen, that's a good one.
Yeah.
same, but different. JJ.
But in order to get Jason Kidd, we probably got to trade Jason Williams, and that ain't fucking happening. All right?
You think?
You can't
You
have
think we have to trade that? I mean, Jay Will's up here for exciting whites of the NBA history.
Yeah. Is he the best Jason Williams that was in the NBA? Because we had 3 of them. You had the one who committed murder.
The shotgun, Jason Shotgun Williams.
Jason Shotgun Williams. You had Jason Williams from Duke, motorcycle accident,
Williams.
Chicago Bulls. Didn't have a very long career. So white chocolate's got to take the cake, right?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
And have
It's
you
a
like
bar.
when he goes on podcasts and shit? He's so funny.
Oh,
He's very John Stockton.
John Stockton too. The fact
good
that John Stockton was such a trash talker too, like
Yeah, man.
just talking shit with his little fucking hoochie shorts. That's some gangster ass shit. That is some gangster ass shit.
Just him and Karl Malone just wreaking havoc in Salt Lake.
We'll give you Jason. No,
Whoa, no.
I'll give you
way.
Riley Moss. You can have
Yeah, we'll do
Moss.
Riley Moss. We'll give you Riley Moss and a white to be named later.
Holy shit.
We'll also give you the first right to claim a guy who has one mixed parents. You can have the next one. You can pick first.
Holy shit. Oh my
That's what we
God.
offer. That's our offer.
This
Riley
fucking-
Moss, a white to be named later, and
Oh my
the right
God.
to pick the next superstar that has mixed parents.
There you go.
Incredible.
Bobby Hurley.
That's the right.
Bobby Hurley.
Bonby? Is that his uncle? Bonby? Bonby Hurley?
Might be, but Bobby. I got you, Terminal.
Bonby!
Terminal's enjoying some booze tonight. You can tell.
That was so fun. It's Friday night, baby. It's finished like
I'd
Friday. Fizzle
I'd say NHL, but you know, that's mostly white dude. Like mostly.
And I don't know if I can name anyone that I really like.
No.
It would be the obvious Wayne Gretzky. I don't.
Yeah. Mario Lemieux.
Brent Barry, that's a good one.
Oh, Brent Barry is a good one. Real good one. And his brother John.
John, yep.
Yeah. How about all right, let's go baseball.
Oh, now you're talking my language.
Let's go baseball because we've had this this influx in probably the last 20, 30 years. Mostly foreign born players. US whites are a dying breed in baseball, unless you're a pitcher, apparently, or a catcher sometimes. But who do you got? Who's the most exciting white you can think of in baseball?
Of all time, I would have to go with. I'm going to go with Mark McGwire because
Oh.
he helped resurrect the hype of baseball for the battle for 60 with Sammy Sosa. He had the Andro, like right behind him, the steroids. So he was like the catalyst of the steroid era. Yo, you want to talk wrestling? John Cena. John Cena went heel, bro. That was the most exciting shit I've seen in a long time.
Oh my God. Mark McGuire? That's what you're gonna roll with?
I would, yeah. I think I mean, there's just not a lot to the swag of Mark McGuire, but like the Bash Bro handshake. We did that playing baseball growing up.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
bombs
I'll
what
give
he
you
did
that
at Fenway Park, the Homer Derby was fucking exciting, but he doesn't have the swag. He doesn't have like the je ne sais quoi.
That's why I'm going with Bryce Harper.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Bryce Harper's one of my favorite players, so I'm not gonna fight you on that. He is exciting and
swagged
to the max. Like he just got
Swagged.
like that swag to the max. Do you like Philly across the board for sports? If you were to pick,
No. I'm a Red Sox fan, man.
let's fucking go, dude. Just come to Philly.
Red Sox fan.
Come watch a game. You can stay at the crib. Come on.
That favorite player of all time, David Ortiz. Not even a question.
Big Poppy.
Big Poppy. I got it on my fucking shoes. Literally.
Do
my
you
fucking
really?
email. Yes. Yes. Man, I go Bryce Harper. If I want to go old school though, like old school, a little bit off the wall for exciting whites, Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson's a very good one. Very good one. I see in the chat too, Nolan Ryan was exciting.
He killed a fucking pigeon. Not a pitcher.
He killed the pitcher right there in the mouth.
I was just watching, scrolling through TikTok, and it was like shout out or flashback to when Randy Johnson threw at Kenny Lofton's head twice on back-to-back pitches. And Randy just comes off all 6'10" of them. Like, what are you going to fucking do about it? Right? With his fucking mustache. Like, oh, God.
The big unit.
The big unit, man.
He's awesome.
White boxers? Man. Rocky?
Tommy Sphinx, wasn't he? Tommy Sphinx or whatever, wasn't he a good white boxer?
Maybe. Jake Gyllenhaal's character from, what was that movie he did?
Warrior? Whatever?
No. Not Warrior. Boxing movie he did.
Southpaw.
There you go. Thank you. Nice pickup. That's a good movie, by the way.
It was a good movie. Hell yeah, that was a good movie. He got jacked.
Shit makes me cry, too. I get a little
Of course. All those. I mean, dude, you want to make men cry? You have something sad around sports.
Have something sad about sports, and it also involves your daughter.
Oh, dude, I can't. You watch the movie The Dirt?
The Dirt.
About Motley Crue? It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Banger. But I have to walk out of the room when
oh, yeah. When lead singer.
Vaughn. What's his name?
Damn.
Neil.
Yep, Vince Neil. When in that scene with his daughter, in the hospital.
I can't.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, it cuts me up every time, dude.
It's not even worth it. I tried, like my wife liked that movie, so we watched it. I was like,
I've seen it like 7 fucking times, man. Ball like a fucking baby every time.
I'm sitting like on the couch, like just put my hood on, run to the bathroom for 5 minutes. Shit ever, bro.
Yeah, Nolan Ryan kicking the crap out of Robin Ventura. Let's go.
Classic clip. He was very excited too.
The other Jake Gyllenhaal. Jesus Christ. Little Mac.
That's a good one. He was very exciting.
Man, I don't really have any other.
Ricky Hatton.
Ricky Hatton. Okay, Ricky Hatton.
But Floyd knocked his ass out, fell into the turnbuckle.
Yeah. I mean, we could go back like Rocky Marciano.
He was exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, we can claim Fury, like, right? Gypsies can be claimed by us, right?
Who's a Cinderella man? From like the 20s, in the early 30s, Great Depression era.
Is that Jake LaMotta? Is that from our chat here? Is that who that was, Cinderella?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think of the guy in that movie that he fights, Max. There's an exciting one. He killed a dude, like multiple dudes in the ring. That's exciting.
Oh,
yeah.
Eminem, Cinderella Man? There it is.
There's Cinderella
song, yeah. Machine Gun Morrison, yeah.
Tommy Morrison, R.I.P. to him.
R.I.P. Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to think.
Rocky 5.
Who did Arturo Gotti fight? We could take both of them. They were both very fucking. That fight alone to each other was very exciting.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg's boxing character was very exciting from Boston.
Mark Wahlberg.
Is that the same? It's the same guy. That's what I'm thinking of.
Huh?
He went on to fight Arturo Gotti.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, the fighter. Mickey Ward. Duh.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. There you go. Now we're in it.
Nah, he was exciting.
He was exciting.
He was.
Man. Got any other sports? Everything else is, like soccer is going to be all foreign guys, right? Like I don't know any white U.S. players.
And it's impossible to be exciting and be soccer. You have to either be Messi or just there's no one else exciting.
Like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh,
Ronaldo.
I married
God,
a
I fucked
Portuguese
that
family.
up so bad. This is how much I don't watch soccer and don't give a shit.
Ronaldo.
Cristiano. Yeah.
Es mejor.
Pele. No, I got nothing for soccer. Any other sports though? Swimming. It's, Michael Phelps.
Phelps. Golf. It's John Daly.
John Daly.
Phil Mickelson gave him a good run though. Phil Mickelson's pretty exciting.
Look, we got a couple for. Black hockey players. I got PK Subban.
Malcolm Subban, his brother.
Is he better? He's got a brother in the league.
He played for the Bruins. He was a iffy goalie. Okay. PK was the man though. PK was awesome. He was very good.
Oh, PK's dope, and he's a really good commentator. I watched him when we were doing that. We played Canada.
Yeah, the Four Nations.
Yeah, this is also me not being a hockey fan. I really don't care. I like watching hockey in person. That's probably one of the only hockey games I've actually watched on TV ever.
Seth Jones also, he plays defense he was just traded, but he's very good at it.
Okay. Tim Howard. I know who Tim Howard is.
The goalie. Fuck Tim Howard.
Yeah. Fuck Tim Howard. Jesus. That's harsh, man. What did Tim Howard ever do to you?
Nothing. He was good, too. I'm just hating.
All right. How about let's cross from sports? Best white rapper.
Best white rapper, Drake.
We don't get to claim him.
I want to.
We've been over this.
But I love him.
I don't get to claim Jason Kidd. You don't get to say Drake.
Oh, can we make him part of the trade, Jay? Ask Jay. Can we put him in the trade?
Can we? I'd trade Drake for Jason Kidd.
Oh, I'll take that. I want Drake.
No, I'm saying as a team here, we're trading away Drake.
We're not trading away Drake. Yeah, absolutely not.
I don't know if you understand.
Dead people.
This is not a Drake-friendly show.
Oh my God! Yeah.
This is not a Drake-friendly show.
Is cotton soul. I mean, do I have to hear this garbage again?
Would you rather this?
I would.
Sorry, Matty. Man. Other than Eminem.
Oh, Dynasty Noob just dropped it in the chat. That's absolutely up there.
Mac Miller?
He doesn't overcome Eminem, but Mac Miller was awesome.
Lil Dicky?
Lil Dicky's awesome. Funnier show though than rap. Better show creator than rapper, I'd say.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow just has a couple songs though. I mean, there's
man.
One answer.
Come on, man. Lou Will's stopping off to see him, getting picture taken with him when he's supposed to be in quarantine in the bubble, so you can get them lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, those lemon pepper wings and those thighs, baby.
Jack Harlow's dope. I think he did all right as an actor too in the Hulu White Man Can't Jump.
Yep.
Yeah, he's all right.
Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow's awesome.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in.
That's a good song.
I got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton.
Song with Drake is also a banger.
Is Paul Wall white?
What it do, man? It's the Iceman, Paul Wall. Got that mouth looking something like the disco ball.
Did you know that? Did you hear that one? This is a Fizzle Friday from way back in the day with me and Fizz.
You guys talk about I didn't hear you guys.
We talked about Paul Wall, and I told Fizz, I was like, oh man, I didn't know Paul Wall was white. This is like in 2024, Matty.
Yes,
Paul Wall was white.
Well, if you just listen to him, it's like ATM.
Yeah, I had no idea.
You know? Post Malone.
Come on, Jay. Post Malone, kinda. I don't know. He's doing more country now.
Can I ask you this about Eminem though?
Yeah.
Has all the duds he's made over the last whatever amount of years, does that start to chip away at the greatness?
None.
So he's solidified then.
Yeah.
Okay.
He could put out a fucking gospel album tomorrow. He's still going to go down as the best. It wouldn't matter. It could be all dog shit. He could do a like late 1990s girl band inspired song. He would still be the goat. Yes.
No, Chris Webby was awesome. Chris Webby, I remember Chris Webby. What was the song though? Sarcasm. What was the song? He had like his jam.
His jam? Chris Webby. Yeah. I don't know this one.
It was
find it.
Like this is like prime going out on Friday, Saturday nights. Now I podcast on Friday nights drinking water.
Chris Webby songs. Don't even know who the fuck this guy is.
It's a white rapper.
Apparently. Back on my BS?
I don't think so.
It was like from 5 months ago, so
no, definitely no. This came about fucking 10 years ago.
Ooh. No clue, buddy.
Raw? Is that I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna search for it. All of a sudden the whole stream's coming. But yeah, he had a song that I liked.
Speaking of Raw, we wanted to talk a little wrestling.
Brother.
Little Attitude Era. Brother. What do you think? We're already doing like the greatest. Let's talk about it.
The greatest is the Attitude Era, no doubt. But right now, wrestling's back.
It is. Okay, so fill me in, Matty. What's going on in wrestling right now? Like who's the biggest stars right now?
How far back do you want me to go?
I don't know. Talk to me like what's going on right now in the wrestling world.
But okay, so
I don't know shit.
Wrestling world, the main superstars are Cody Rhodes,
so
Roman
Dusty
Reigns,
Rhodes kid.
Dusty Rhodes kid, Goldust's brother.
Okay.
He's the champ. Roman Reigns.
I know who Roman Reigns is.
Cousins. Roman Reigns is. You were watching when he was the Shield. Do you remember the Shield?
Nope.
The three dudes. Two of the three dudes from the Shield are top dog wrestlers. So
okay,
we're gonna go way back here. I'm gonna get you fully caught up. Roman Reigns was picked to be the next face of the company by Vince McMahon, but it didn't really work. People weren't vibing with it. So what had ended up happening was they had to figure out a way to make him great. And what ended up happening through the aisles of the over the years, they linked him up with this guy Paul Heyman, who started ECW.
Yeah. I know who Paul Heyman is.
Lesnar's guy.
An Undertaker from back in the day. Yep.
And then what they ended up starting is something called the Bloodline. It was him and his cousins Jay and Jimmy Uso. Then their brother, the Usos' little brother Solo Sikoa, he then joins the Bloodline. The Bloodline's just wreaking havoc, and it's just years of dominance. And then Sami Zayn, before Solo gets in, he just comes this guy Sami Zayn, but he was kind of part of the storyline. But essentially, the Bloodline came to a big ending of the story last year at WrestleMania, where it was The Rock came out. He joined the Bloodline when he was going to take on Roman. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the belt. Cody Rhodes fought him last year, the year before last year, lost at WrestleMania, right? So that kind of ends the Bloodline story at WrestleMania. It's like fighting's going on throughout the year, blah, 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 but we pick up the story all in January. January is when they go to Netflix. January is when John Cena announces he's going to start his farewell tour. He's going to retire at the 2025. So it all starts with the Royal Rumble. Yep. It all starts with the Royal Rumble. And Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble. And it shocks everybody because he's not really top tier, but he is a fan favorite right now. Like when he comes out, the crowd goes fucking insane. Everyone goes, yay, yay, yay. It's pretty sick. My kids love it. They eat it all. They love it. But Cena loses at the very end. So when Cena loses, he has a press conference after Royal Rumble and puts himself in a match called the Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber happens February, March, and it's basically going to determine one of the headliners of WrestleMania. So you have Royal Rumble determines one headliner. He goes against one champion. The winner of Elimination Chamber fights the other champion. So this is where things pop off. A couple weeks before the Elimination Chamber, The Rock comes out. And The Rock tells Cody Rhodes, give me your soul. He wants Cody Rhodes to be The Rock's corporate champion. He'll sell his soul. He'll get him in movies. He'll make him rich. He'll make him famous. Throughout Raw and SmackDown, he was like, give him a Rolex, get him this big custom F-150. Basically showing him that if he sells his soul at Elimination Chamber, he'll be everything he's ever dreamed of. So the match happens. There's some twists and turns involving other wrestlers that'll culminate in a match at WrestleMania. But essentially, at the end of it, John Cena wins. Cody Rhodes comes out, and it's like face versus face, good guy versus good guy. They're hugging, they're pointing up, they're getting ready for a competitive battle. Boom, cue it up. The Rock comes out with Travis Scott. Travis Scott's like, I think he's just in it to make it cooler.
Yeah, make it more hip.
Yeah. So I think he comes out. Cody Rhodes on the pay-per-view, or PLE as it's called, it's not pay-per-view, no Peacock, tells The Rock he's not going to sell his soul. And by saying it, he says, and Rock, go fuck yourself. Crowd goes nuts. Crowd goes absolutely nuts. John Cena goes nuts. And then he goes, like John Cena and Cody, let's do it. They go to handshake. They bring it in for a hug. Cena looks up at The Rock. The Rock gives him one of these. And John Cena kicks him in the nuts, and they kick the living shit out of Cody Rhodes, and now John Cena's a bad guy.
Oh, no.
So now it's like the new NWO, maybe.
Oh.
You got Hollywood Rock, Hollywood John Cena. Rumor has
have that.
Dude, it's going to be wild.
Have you noticed on this trend, though? I mean, we're about the same age, and, a lot of our audience is kind of going to be, we got some younger people and maybe a few older ones, but we're all hovering around these mid-30s, right? By far and away, when we grew up, the Attitude Era wrestling was king. King, right? You talked about the NWO and D-Generation X and, like, everything that was going on at that time with wrestling. Mm-hmm. I have noticed as a consumer now, companies are specifically targeting our age bracket because now have houses and marriages and cars and kids, and we have some spending cash laying around. All the shit that we used to love back then, they've made that shit all come back and be popular right now. Mm-hmm. Like they've come back. You think wrestling's going to do the same? Like we're going to have this kind of like Attitude Era like revival, essentially?
Yeah, because on Netflix, they don't have the limitations that they had on USA Network. They haven't pushed those boundaries. But I mean, the other day, like Cody Rhodes telling everyone to go fuck themselves, like Travis Scott was smoking a blunt in the ring. Like they're starting to get crazy, and it's because Triple H is running the show. Like the DX guy is now running the show. Of course, the vibe is going to be like that. I mean, when we think back on the Attitude Era, it's such a reflection on the time and how fucking wild things were in the public eye.
Yeah,
like I remember telling like my parents being like, "Suck it." And them not even being like that mad. They knew I was doing the wrestling thing. But you look back on it, you're like, God damn, that's kind of crazy.
It's the best years of wrestling, man. I had such a good time. Yeah. All right, so wrestling's popping again.
But wrestling's popping. I saw Jay said he wants to get back into it. I highly recommend getting it. It's back. All
right, buddy. All right. Maybe I'll have to dabble too. Maybe I have to dabble.
No Monday Night Football now. It's perfect.
Let's talk about something else that's popping off right now.
Baby.
It's the Exciting Whites edition, so we're going to talk about something me and Matty really enjoy. We just got a trailer dropped the other day for a new F1 movie, new Formula One movie, Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it, too, because we had just got done talking and watching Snowfall, the main character of Snowfall.
I know.
Is also starring in that movie.
Hope to see him in that.
Let's go. I don't think he's slinging rock, though.
No, just slanging wheels.
Though it looks really good. I was just reading something too. Lewis Hamilton is a co-producer credited on it. And one of his big things was he wanted to make it as realistic as possible. There's some other Formula One inspired movies over the years. They've all been pretty decent. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Driven with Sylvester Stallone.
Driven was awesome.
But I like that one. You had the one about Niki Lauda at Ferrari. That one was pretty good, and it had Chris
Hemsworth?
Hemsworth. Yep,
That was sick.
that was a good movie. But this one, like, I'm jacked for it. But Lewis Hamilton was talking about how when you see footage of Brad Pitt driving in this movie, Brad Pitt trained how to drive at 180 miles an hour on the actual courses. And one of the cool things is when they'd have practice, like, so there's an F1 race, first one of the season kicks off this weekend. But last year when they'd have these, they have these practice sessions. And for 10 to 15 minutes, the movie crew had their own car, their own garage, their own pit crew, the whole works. They'd have the car ready as soon as they'd have a 10 to 15 minute slot at the end of practice. With all the fans still in the stands, they'd go out there and they'd make their laps and get their footage. And they do this at every place, every single circuit that they went to. Absolutely fucking incredible, like the realism that they put into it. And another little nugget about this that made me appreciate it, I was reading about today. The same guy who did the Top Gun remake and made it a massive fucking hit, the sequel to Top Gun, Maverick, same director, is the one doing this movie, who did this movie too. And he was a big stickler on realism, so all those scenes you see with like Tom Cruise in the fucking plane and like his face is all like off to the side or whatever, it really looks like he's getting G-forces put on him. It's because he was in the back seat of the fucking plane while they're doing flips and shit, right? So they wanted to make it very, very, very realistic. So I'm excited for it, Matty. You kind of joked on Twitter you might have to fly out here so we can
Dude, just, I'll fly out for a day. It'll be a nice. We'll have a day date. Go out for dinner after. Spend the night, and then I'll be out the next day. Just a nice chance to watch a movie.
How about this though? F1 season does kick off tomorrow night, midnight for you East Coasters, 11 for me. The Australian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton left Mercedes. Now one of the headliners at Ferrari, though, Charles Leclerc is also very good. He had the fastest practice session today, so he's looking pretty good. McLaren, the defending Constructors' Cup championship. For those people who don't know about Formula One racing, they have 2 championships. They have 10 teams right now. There will be 11 next year. So if you're wanting to get into Formula One racing, next year we will have an American team. Cadillac will be joining, and we'll have 11 teams. But there's only 20 driver spots in the whole thing right now. 10 teams, 2 drivers each, teammates. So you have a driver's overall championship, and then you have what's called a constructors championship. And each one of the constructors team is basically sponsored by a big brand name, right? So you have Ferrari and Mercedes, and Red Bull has theirs. They're a big one. McLaren is the defending Constructors' Cup champions. The drivers' champion, Max Verstappen, is on Red Bull, and last year their second driver was Sergio Perez, who was very fucking terrible. Very fucking terrible. I did do F1 Fantasy actually last year. A good friend of ours, a friend of the show, Brandon Sanders, who does a lot of work for Campus to Canton. We had him on a podcast at one point. Brandon's really good. He got me into an F1 Fantasy league. Not too bad.
A league? I've seen the daily fantasy. I didn't know they had leagues. That's cool.
Yeah, season long. You get like it's kind of like a DraftKings-ish format. You sign racers to contracts. You got a certain budget. Depending on how they do, you get more or less money. And you got to lock them into like race contracts for like 4 or 5 races. So you can't just go out and pick all the best ones. You got to pick a lot of the midfield is what they call it, or the lower end teams, the ones that really don't have a chance to win. Hope to God they place in the points, have fast laps, qualify well, that kind of stuff. So you can play F1 Fantasy. I took a nice third, I think, last year, doing a nice healthy third out of 5 teams.
Out of 5.
Out of 5 teams.
Hey, it's kind of in the middle.
But Matty, you and I were kind of talking about the other day, F1 racing. It hit me pretty hard. Like I got into it pretty hot and heavy, and it all stems from COVID. So what got me into it, if anybody wants to check it out, what got me into it, Drive to Survive on Netflix. I think they just came out with their 6th or 7th season.
6th.
But during COVID, there was all that free time to just binge watch TV, and I just happened to hear about it. I went and started watching it, and my best synopsis of it, it's like if Hard Knocks, met Formula One racing and then followed them for an entire season. Right. So you get all the behind the scenes stuff, all the drama, we're making a driver change. You get to see like the drivers with their smoking fucking hot wives. Every one of them's just, oh my God. So it's a lot of intrigue behind it. And that's what got me into it. And last year was the first year I sat down and I hit every race, but I think I missed the Singapore one, which was like at like 2 a.m. our time.
Yeah, they have a couple overnight ones.
Yeah, since it's so international. But you're seeing it become more popular in the U.S. They added the Miami Grand Prix a couple years ago down there, and then 2 years ago they added the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Go through the Vegas Strip, so it's becoming a hell of a lot more popular in America. And I would imagine next year when Cadillac, the American team, is in it, a lot more intrigue from the U.S. audience.
For sure. Yeah, the cool thing about F1, and this is what I kind of took from the show, was when they show the behind the scenes like these, there's so much that goes into it. It's not just about like car driver, it's in pit crew. It's the components of the car, the regulations behind the components, kind of like the nastiness behind it. Because at the end of the day, it's limitless for money. Like if you have the money to engineer it and it's within regulation, you can do it. And the teams that don't have that much money can't do it. It's just, there's a lot that goes into it. And then that first season, in my opinion, things have changed a little with the drivers. And I think it's because of the notoriety worldwide continues to grow. They used to be cutthroat on each other. You know what I mean? Like, remember that first season of Drive to Survive? They would just be like, yeah, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Like, he thinks he's a driver. He's not even that good of it. Like, they didn't give a shit to talk shit in the media. And I found that's like, I was just like, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
Oh, man. The winning team for the Constructors' Championship takes home $110 million at the end of the year. It's actually going to be in euros, but there's $1 billion up for grabs in the Constructors for 10 teams. And it's distributed, first gets the most, 10th gets the least amount. So just switching spots by one means the fucking world to that team. Because a lot of those teams, that's what they rely on then to take that money, invest it in R&D and research and try to get their car right for the next year, right? And put upgrades on it over the course of a year. So a lot of money on the line. It is a global phenomenon sport. Like it is very big globally. It's starting to catch on in the United States and you're starting to see that audience, but a lot of money, a lot of fast fucking cars. I enjoy too. Most of the races, Matty, too. I think this is what I really enjoy about it. When NASCAR does like street circuits, I give zero shits. I don't fucking care. Like it looks clunky and looks slow as shit. When F1 does street circuits, which almost everything is a street-like course, what they call them road courses, and then they do actually have street circuits where they drive on what are normal commuter streets. But
cities,
when they do it, it looks fast, it's fun, and it's exciting. But I'll also say this, there's not all just the left turns, right? I like the parody, not the parody, the anti-parody, like you talked about. The big money teams are usually the ones that can put the most into the fucking car, spend the most for drivers, spend the most for the best pit crews, and those are the ones who win. It's not like NASCAR where they try to keep everything as equal as possible. Right. They don't give a shit. Let's go. And the other thing that I really fucking enjoy about it, when you watch a NASCAR race, like you watch the Daytona 500, that might be a 3 or 4 hour fucking event.
Oh yeah.
Takes forever. Almost every single F1 race, other than ones that had a shit ton of crashes, and had a lot of safety car laps, they're about an hour and a half tops, right? So the one that I'm gonna watch tomorrow night. I start watching it at 11. That's when lights are out. That's what they call it when they turn all the lights off and go, right? When lights out hits at 11. By fucking 12:30, I'm done watching it. Like it's over. Well, we already know who won. They're just doing the post-race interviews, so it's quick and efficient, right? There's no fucking commercial breaks. There's none of that bullshit. It's just fucking go.
And pre-game coverage is cool too. When they go through the pit, they go through all the crowd. There's always like a lot of celebrities. Yeah. It's a spectacle, and these guys are crazy famous. They're not like you said. They're not huge in the States yet, but these dudes are rock stars everywhere they go. Dangerous job.
Yep.
They look the part. They all drive nice cars. It's a spectacle, and it's a lot of fun. You know, it's funny though. When I first started watching, me and my wife, we watched Drive to Survive just like you first. Then and I also recommend the show because you learn about verbiage, what matters, what certain components are, like strategies.
What the fuck DRS is, what they're
right.
I mean, they're hybrid cars too. Like they're turbocharged V6 with electric motors as well. Mm-hmm. So there's that kind of strategy on how much battery you use and when to use your battery. And they got dynamic braking, which means when they put the brakes on, it's generating heat and then charging the battery back up. It's pretty fucking cool shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And you see the strategies of like you said, play outs. It's awesome. When we first started watching the actual live races, for the first couple, like I missed the ending because I assumed it was longer because of my familiarity with NASCAR. So like I'd go have breakfast with the kids and come back and be like, what do you mean it's fucking over? It's 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, they go quick. They go quick. They don't fuck around, man. They don't fuck around. All right, Matty, that's F1. It's that time of the night where we close the show out, but I can't close the show out on Friday night without New Music Friday.
Yes, sir.
So I got one for your listening pleasure here. We started with GloRilla. How about Key Glock put out a new song today? No Sweat. What do you think? The real slow intro.
Hey, I never let them see me sweat. I take that back. I never sweat, cause that just ain't me. I'm Mr. Glock. I shoot 2s and 3s. What the fuck you mean? I get Glock. Bitch, I get cream. This money ain't a thing. Yellow tape the scene. They pop them like a bean. Yellow
I put this on the drive home today. I'm like, alright, this fits for Friday vibes.
This bitch in my palms. Which one for Christmas? Last nigga play went all bad. I know they hate they fucked up. I heard these niggas talking down.
I think Key Glock did alright, buddy.
Run up on me tough look.
It took me a second because I just wanted to hear Keith Sweat in the beginning happen.
Yeah.
You know it was, and I was like, oh. But then I got into it.
It's alright, man. It sounds a lot better in a car, but I like this one. This going on the playlist. Only the second Key Glock song I know. But I saw that one, I was like, oh, let me click on this. I'm like, okay.
Are you into Playboy Cardi? He put out an album.
I saw he did. I also saw that Redman drop one.
Oh, nice. How high?
Back in the day. Let's go. All right, Matty, I got one more for you on New Music Friday. And this ain't new music. But we ain't going to see the people before this day happens. St. Patty's Day is coming up, Matty. You know what that means? Let's go, man. Dropkick Murphys. I'm shipping up to Boston. That's how you finish out the Exciting Whites edition right there. I fucks with it. I always love this song, man. Makes you want to go to a bar and get drunk and just smash beer bottles over people's heads, don't it? All right, Matty, we're going to close the show out. I appreciate everybody tapping in for the Exciting Whites edition of Fizzle Friday. I think he killed it, all right? I think he killed it, but we'll let Fizz be the judge. We'll let him be the judge whether or not you got your cookout card, all right? And then we'll see if you got to get jumped in.
You got to jump me in, I guess, right?
We got to jump you in. All right, we might jump you in. I don't know. If I have to, I will. I'm not a fighter, though. I'm a lover.
Yeah, you are. I mean, what?
What'd you think, Matty? Do you like the show? I think we did all right. It was nice to
awesome
bullshit about stuff. We went all over the fucking place.
Other than it, you know?
Yeah.
Football's awesome. We love football, but
definitely
a lot going on in life. A lot of things you want to talk about. A lot of jokes you want to make. It's the best.
And be remiss. Biz is looking at this right now. Guaranteed.
Can I say humana, humana, humana? Is that cool if I lose my cookout card if I say humana, humana, humana?
I think you'll be all right.
Okay,
you'll be all right. Listen, and Fizz ain't here, so we'll just give the proper. Give the proper.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Got it. Well, we appreciate everybody. We'll be back here same time, same place next week. Fizz will be back. I'm trying to get my buddy Red from work, rapper, pretty damn good, pretty talented in his own right. Also, goddamn, he is very good at video editing. I'd also like to hire him. We're trying to get Red on the show. Not Red Words. My man Red. FMG Red. From my workplace, man. He's a really cool guy. So hopefully we'll be able to get him on Friday night at some point. Maybe next week. Yeah. Keep a lookout for it. Fizz will be back. And hey, as long as Fizz approves, Matty, I think you might be able to come back on.
Let's go.
I don't think you did that bad. We're going to bounce out of this thing. We love y'all. We'll see y'all back here. Same time, same place. Next week for another edition of Fizzle Fridays. We are out of this thing. Peace.
Get wrapped up.